योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, जय गुरु राया। योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, जय गुरु राया। योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, जय गुरु राया। योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, जय गुरु राया। राम 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 योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, जय गुरु राया। योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, जय गुरु राया। योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, जय गुरु राया। योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, जय गुरु राया। राम 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 योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, जय गुरु राया। योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, जय गुरु राया। योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, Rama 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 Ram भगवान श्री योगी राम सूरत कुमार की जय। सर्वं योगी राम सूरत कुमारार्पणमस्तु। A very auspicious Sandhya Kal, that is the evening twilight, meant for worship of the Lord, and even a small effort would bear a high fruit. And that's why people do the evening puja, just as they do the early morning puja. The morning twilight and evening twilight are special times favorable to worship of the Lord. So we have all been specially blessed by Bhagwan to gather here in his powerful shrine and to sing his powerful name at this time in gratitude and in celebration of this grace. We have offered the Nama Sankirtan as Nama lotuses at his lotus feet. And just as we do this, whatever is left of the day, let's continue to offer not only the Nama lotuses but also Seva lotuses. Now, I have always explained the difference between attachment and love. True love means the happiness of the loved one. A person who loves truly wishes the happiness of the loved one, whereas in attachment, you want the other person to adjust to you so that you feel happy. Your own happiness matters, and you expect every other person to adjust to that. So in truth, our happiness lies in the happiness of the people around. Here is a story which I have already gone through once, I think, the early 20s. There was a farmer who was cultivating corn in his field. And always they were quality corns. So much so, he would participate in the state fair competition and won the best award for quality crops. Year after year after year, it was happening. So one journalist got very curious and he wanted to interview this man. And then he put forth the question, "Sir, how is it possible for you? How is it that your corns are of quality?" Then the man smiled and said, "It's because the neighbors also grow quality corns, just like I do." Now this man was taken aback, the journalist was taken aback. He said, "How is that?" Then this farmer explained happily. He said, "It is I who distribute the seeds for good corns to our neighbors, and freely at that. And they happily take it and grow it in their fields also." Now why do I do that? There is also an idea behind it. Because no matter how much quality corn that I grow in my field, if the neighbors have poor quality corn, when the wind blows, the wind carries the pollen of the corn and swirls it across the other fields. So if my neighbors grow poorly corn, When the wind blows, it carries to our own field, my own field, the less standard, the substandard seeds of their quality less corn. With the result, the corn that I grow in my field will also become slowly quality less. So knowing this, I sell quality corn seeds to my neighbors so that when the pollen is taken across to other fields, there would be no hybrid, quality-less corn that could grow possibly in my fields. And you see, he is also amply rewarded because there's no jealousy, because they also grow the same. And now everybody is happy. Now from this story, we understand that if we want to be happy, we have to see that others also be happy around. And when we profit, we should see that others do it too. So if we begin to share all the good qualities with the neighbors generously, then there is happiness all around. We see in many houses, even if one person is unhappy, how it affects a whole family. And the members are all thrown together. So it's bound to affect every other person as well. So if we want our own happiness, then we should know it depends upon the happiness of the others. So we have to rush to help people in need so that everyone is happy all around. I remember once in Sanadi Street house, a devotee had come. He was not very happy with his sister because his sister owed him 10,000 rupees, which she refused to part with. No matter how much he pressed hard, his sister would not budge. She began to argue that he owed his 10,000 to her for some other reason. Now, this devotee got very disturbed over that, and because of which there was a rift between the two, which slowly began to grow into a chasm. So enmity. A brother feeds an enmity towards a sister, and the sister feeds the same. Now, when this brother had come to Bhagwan was asking, he belonged to zoology department. So Bhagwan asked very innocently what he was teaching in the classes. This devotee said, evolution. And then Bhagwan said, how does this evolution take place? Then the teacher, the professor, started to explain that this evolution takes place through mutation. Then Bhagwan asked, what is mutation? He said, the beings in nature, the species all around in the cosmos, as things change in the environment, they also undergo changes to suit themselves with the environment so that it serves the survival of the fittest. And then Bhagwan asked, so the species, with no sense of discrimination at all, as we all have, adjust themselves to the environment so that they survive better. the whole species. The whole lot matter to each one belonging to the species. And as a group, as a community, they adjust to the environment. Now what about you? You are equipped with sense of discrimination. And it's only your sister, after all, who owes you 10,000. And for some reason, she's unable to pay back. You who are teaching this mutation to the students of your class, can you not undergo this mutation in the mind? For some reason, she's unable to give it back to you. Why don't you adjust to it and keep up the harmony, which is much more important than this 10,000 rupees? What a beautiful way of showing the importance of harmony more than anything else. So, what matters is, if we want to be happy, we must see that others also be happy. Which means, if they are in need of help, we should rush to do that. It applies to all channels of life, all environments. So let us keep adjusting ourselves. After all, it's only ego that comes in the way as resistance. And to the extent we are less selfish, to that extent the grace acts on us. In fact, to the extent you are unselfish, to that extent you are spiritual. And so let us all learn this, that our own happiness lies in the happiness of the others, and that we must do whatever we can to contribute to this harmony and happiness of other people. Now today, a devotee had come here. She's still around. I hope she's listening to it. She came and told me a very strange story. There was the danger of many people losing their jobs in her company. She was worried, not only for herself, for all the people in her team. And she was praying and praying to Bhagavan so hard that to the extent that she felt even if she didn't get any job, it did not matter, but all other people in the team should get settled down in a good job. When they come to lose this, there was a threat. So she prayed and prayed and prayed. And she says, out of 15 people in her team, with the exception of one, all the other 14 people have found jobs. To her great surprise and delight. And what was more, she has been offered a fantastic job with much more salary than before, and the one that suits her every way. So she says that she is very happy, not because she got a better job than others, with more salary, with more comforts, because the others in her team also got their jobs. And the one who is yet to get it, they're all praying. And then there is every likelihood that her own husband might settle her in a job very quickly. It was very touching when she declared very happily. It was infectious. I felt so happy and love welled up in my heart for the whole lot of people. What an attitude. Isn't that being spiritual more than our japa and meditation? This is the application, this is the immediate love in action. It's no use feeling love for God if you can keep yourself comfortable and be selfish and not bother how others feel. This is our love, our devotion in action. We shall now pray for the world. And please join me in this prayer because they are important for the world and they have been given to me by Bhagwan. We beg you, Bhagwan, again and again, a million times for your immediate divine intervention to bring forth a dharmic normalcy to today's world of violence. So much violence, so much enmity, so much misunderstanding, so much fight is going on, even in the name of God. That is the irony of it. We beg you, Bhagwan, you, the cosmic controller, for it's possible only for you to bring in peace, unity, discipline, control, and harmony into the lives of people so that people will live a dharmic life with remembrance of God. This remembrance of God is the very purpose of life. Bhagwan often said, the times you remember God are the only times that you really live. It's only when you remember God you truly live. The times you forget God, you are dead. Even though your body is still breathing, you are carrying around your own dead body. For it's not serving the purpose of life, which is remembrance of God. And he added, remembering the name is remembering God, and remembering God is living in God and serving the purpose of life. So, we also beg you, Bhagwan, to stop these violent wars that are already going on with their disastrous consequences and bring in peace and harmony. And also please bless the world, the whole world, so that there will be no thought of war at all among the countries of the world. And Bhagwan, we also pray to you to keep under control those sudden attacks of those terrible diseases which sometimes turn into killer diseases that attack, and the violent furies of nature, like what we saw just 2 days back, and those devastating accidents, disastrous. We also beg you above all to uproot all the negativities of the human mind, all the asuric thoughts which are responsible for today's world of violence. And whichever country people belong to, whatever religion they follow, everyone has to go through the effect of their past karmas. They also get into difficulties and sufferings, and that without help or protection. For the law of karma, every day, I'm talking about it, repeating the same words because they are necessary. The law of karma is precise, unsparing, relentless. It does not spare even the avatars. Like Krishna had to pay for killing Narakasura, and Rama had to do his atonement for killing Ravana, even though that was the very purpose of their avatar. So where are we now? Before them. All the same, God, by His grace, by His compassion and generosity, has given us a way, an opening. Let's appeal to that, because the costless grace is above all this. We pray to you, Bhagwan, to reach out to all those people all over the world who are caught in some suffering or the other, and that without help or protection. We also pray to you to protect all those unselfish people who have been working hard for the sake of the others from unhealthy, unworthy comments of criticism and aspersion. All those humiliating remarks of which they feel proud, but it undermines the strength of the good people and comes in the way of their constructive work. We also pray to you to promote the economy of the country and also the growth in varied fields of activity so that India would reach that high status of world teacher. For what? To conduct the whole world in the path of Dharma. We pray to you in all earnestness for ceaseless and joyful chanting of your powerful name, an unbroken remembrance of your leelas and teachings so that we assimilate them and make them into our Atma Shakti. Please bless us to be only sattvic instruments in your hands and not rakshasic. Please bless our everyday life so that we run it as an offering to you and not be caught by the snares of Maya. We pray to you in all earnestness and sincerity for that ultimate state of being, the state of bliss and peace which is independent of any object or people, that pure awareness of yours. But then, we all need to be purified, for our mind is full of those vasanas, those latent tendencies of our past karmas and worldly desires. So what happens? There will be so many people come here with sense of insecurity. And they fear. They don't even know what they fear and why. But the fear attacks them cruelly. And again there is the attack of vicious anger and fiery words, words of abuse and jealousy, vengeance, passion and sorrow. Like the owl, Bhagavan often said, there are people who are like owl. And what does it do? In the broad daylight, it closes its eyes and complains and grumbles that there is only darkness around. Now that's because in spite of all the blessings we have already got from God, we compare ourselves with other people and feel that we lack in something which they possess. And then we make a meal of it. We grumble and grumble and grumble and think about this all the time, landing ourselves in depression and medicine. But the divine declaration of Bhagavan is that the divine name is all-powerful. It's a weapon that could easily destroy all our past karmas and prevent us from further sins. It can also destroy our vasanas and purify our mind. We take refuge in your powerful name and beg you, Bhagavan, to bless us with early purification. And wherever we live in this world, nowadays people live anywhere, the whole world. The world has become very small, as they say. And whatever work falls into our hand, we know it's all your work, for you alone exist. There is nothing else, no one else. Bhagavan, please bless us to do it in the spirit of seva, and that joyfully, without any unhealthy competition or jealousy, so that every action of ours will easily turn into Atma Shakti. And please bless us to practice acceptance of whatever life brings to us, be it a joy or grief. It comes because of your will, and it's based upon our karmic account. And since you are involved in that, it's got to be a blessing, a greater blessing, in fact, for it's meant for our spiritual growth and closer relationship with God. When you force yourself to look upon every adversity as a definite blessing from God, even though you do not know what subtleties are involved in that, if you still believe it's coming from God and therefore it's got to be a blessing, you will see how it turns into a blessing and also will reveal how it is a blessing. And every adversity will turn into higher wisdom, purifying your mind. We beg you, Bhagavan, to bless us all to be grateful to you all the time, despite the difficulties of life. We also pray to you for your powerful blessings for all the species of the cosmos, to be lifted to a higher plane, because we have just learned from the story, our happiness is in the happiness of others, other beings. And finally, we seek your blessings for liberation from the vicious cycle of births and deaths, the root cause of which is ahambhava, the utter selfishness of I and mine that rule all our lives. We beg you, Bhagavan, to uproot this ahambhava and promote atma bhava, so that we all be blessed with that immortal life, the eternal living in eternal you, in merger with you, or eternal servitude in surrender to you, that supreme Brahman. Jai Yogi Ram Siddhanath.